this week I have a new mode of transport for exploring the Scottish borders. Yes, you've guessed it, a bike. Especially during lockdown, this bike takes me to places that my car can't reach. Yeah, there are so many benefits to biking and exploring the Scottish borders by bike than car, and one of them which I never really thought about is you don't have to worry about parking. You just dump your bike in a bush somewhere and hide it. Yeah, biking is just so popular around this area of the Scottish borders, and I'm beginning to see why, you know. I wish I'd dumped my car years ago. I've had an exhilarating morning. That's just cycling about on roads, you know. Absolutely great. But today I am going to visit an old castle that I drive past and I see in the distance all the time, but I've never actually been up to it. It's one that's quite well documented, quite well visited, but I've never been myself, and I can just see it now on the horizon there. Yeah, that's it, Elibank Tower. Yeah, really don't know why I've not been here sooner. Such a famous place, and it's an amazing structure. And probably the view and the outlook is potentially even more amazing. Wow. You can see the arched, vaulted basement there, and the main part of the tower there, dangerous building, do not enter. And then a gable here is some extension wing to the building, and the views right down the Tweed Valley there are absolutely breathtaking. Fenced off because it's dangerous. I could probably get in at the other side there. But really amazing building. Apparently Sir Gideon Murray's daughter. Murray lived in Elibank here, he was the laird of Elibank, but his daughter Meg, because of her huge mouth, her unattractive features, was having problems finding a husband. But Murray came up with a solution, because one Willie Scott, a cattle raider, was caught stealing cattle on this land, and he was due to be hanged as punishment. But Murray gave Willie Scott an ultimatum: either be hanged or marry my daughter Meg, my, some might say, ugly, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, I suppose, but ugly daughter Meg. So Murray chose, Scott chose to marry Meg, and they lived happily ever after. That's what this castle's famous for. But for me, there's a lot more to it than that. It really speaks of the turbulent borders, and it really speaks of this turbulent Tweed Valley, which is often overlooked. You know, you think of the turbulent borders and you think of the Scots-English border, you think of Liddesdale, down near Jedburgh, Teviotdale, Berwick upon Tweed. But no, this Tweed Valley up in the region of Innerleithen and Peebles these days was just as fractioned and warsome as down there. looks like I might be able to get into the vaulted basement here. This looks a bit... yeah, this don't look safe at all. Let's have a quick... what is in there? What is on? I don't even know what's on. It's pitch dark. Yeah, it's very wet, very dark. It looks very dangerous in there. There's a lot of masonry that looks like it's just fallen, so I'm not very keen to go in there, to be honest. So yeah, you just wonder what else Sir Gideon Murray was up to in this heavily fortified, amazingly situated tower on the Tweed Valley in the 16th century, apart from marrying his daughter after cattle rustlers. I think Elibank Tower should be famous again for its architecture, its position, its warring history of the Scottish borders, rather than its misogynistic tale of Mucklemouth Meg. Even though it is something that seems to capture the imagination, there is actually a statue of Meg just across there in the woods. So the moral of the story is today, get a bike. Look at places that you probably wouldn't visit in your car.